Hello again, it's me. I just did a recording of a conversation around the identity anchor in handling commission and fee objection questions. And I just finished group coaching today. I want to give you some ideas that came to mind through a member in the Greenhouse Collective. That agent was talking about, goodness gracious, an article he had read from Harvard Business Review, I believe is what he had quoted, and the article talking about going on offense and going on defense, and it really connected. So, I mean, think about it. When we are in conversations, why are we always working to come from the space of defensive mode, defending the commission? And the whole game must include both the offense and the defensive maneuvering to make up the whole game. So we must be skillful at the offense side of the game as well. And probably more often than not, we don't need to be in that defense mode. We were talking about that, like, wow, what does it look like? And how do you get better at being in offense mode as opposed to defense mode all of the time? And again, when you have an anchor identity and you are certain around who you are, you're not maneuvering. You're simply there and working to influence, persuade, and convince the other side is not necessary. You're just really looking to come from curiosity through a line of questioning and uncover, are we a right fit? And what really matters to you as we list your home for sale? What really matters to you and why does it matter? And now can we unravel, is there an alignment for us to work together? That's all this is. There doesn't need to be so much confrontation and defensiveness in the conversation. We also talked today really about the trust gap. And especially with younger first-time home buyers, those generations of really that challenged trust gap that is there. And so we were diving in, like, how do you uncover the gap in trust? And trust is that feeling, even though we may not know each other yet, it's that feeling of liking. And I recognize that. I know that within my whole being because I have had that before. I've had trust before. And I just sort of get that sense when I'm talking with you, when I'm sitting here with you deciding, are you going to be the next person to help me buy my home? Are you going to be the next agent that helps me sell my home? And in that conversation, they're looking for that trust gap to be filled with that feeling of liking, that sense of knowing the person so that they can have trust. If they're not answering the questions that you're asking, why is it important to you to net the most money? And, those kind of things. If you're asking those questions and they're not comfortable divulging answers, you know right and ready that you have missed the rapport bus. And so working on your communication, communing, coming together for conversation, collaboration, a deeper understanding, coming from curiosity. So anyhow, I just wanted to throw that out there as I just did a recording for you on this very topic, identity anchors, and you really knowing who you are, and so that you don't need to be defensive. And we're looking for a common thread here. Is there this common ground here where there's a sense of knowing, liking, rapport, and trust? And if so, I want to ask those curious questions, and I want you to feel comfortable and confident in answering them. And then we can find out and determine simply, are we aligned? If we are, great. And if we aren't, that's certainly okay too. There is someone else out there that's the right fit for you. So fun conversation today in the Greenhouse Collective. If you're not familiar with that space, check the link in the bio. I think we've got information there. It's a wonderful space where we're really just working on uncovering challenges, articles that we came across, interesting conversations, how we're applying that in real world, in real estate, and in conversations, and how we're continuing to use my eye pillars, eyes wide open, and ignite some action into getting where you want to go and feeling good, aligned about that. So just wanted to pop in real quick. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, follow along, and let me know in the comments. Let me know where you're listening from and what more would you like to see on this channel, where your master practitioner is diving into neuro-linguistic programming, specifically for realtors, lenders, entrepreneurs, getting aligned, getting confident and secure in our identity, and having a beautiful, abundant life. So with that, have an amazing rest of your week. See you soon. Bye.